Hey gang, it's Siobhan and I am back with another video. So today I'm doing part 2 of the Fiverr series. So I want to show you guys how to get started on Fiverr. I showed you guys in the last video how to set up your account. So now I'm going to show you how to set up your gigs. Now, of course, I told you guys I've been on Fiverr before, and so the gigs that I use or the gigs that I know that work for me. But you may have a particular skill set that may work for you. So you can choose the ones that I have, or you can choose your own. I would suggest going with your own because this is my particular niche and this is, what has been beneficial to me. And I'll share in another video with you guys how much I made on one of my larger contracts that I got through Fiverr. So it is very well possible to make money through Fiverr and make money repeatedly. So guys, I want to go ahead and jump right into this video and get started. So I already have my profile set up, so I'm just going to go up here and click on my image. And then although I went through the process before, it's still going to ask me what I want to do, and I'm going to click on become a seller. Okay, so when I clicked on become a seller, I'm going to click here on this green button here where it says become a seller. And then I'll just click on ready to start selling with Fiverr, and it'll tell me the breakdown and go through everything that a little bit of what we went through before. So if you watch my last video, you'll know that we've already gone through this process, and you'll see this screen here says what makes a successful Fiverr profile, and it tells you all the things that, what makes your profile successful. And on this screen, it tells you some of the things you kind of want to steer away from. One of the things that you don't want to do is open a duplicate account because you can get banned on Fiverr. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so as I showed you guys before, I just put in here, I'm a returning freelance business owner to Fiverr. I provide virtual assistant and call center services to small business owners and startup companies. So that's basically what I'm going to leave that as. Okay, so as before, I completed my professional information. I selected the skills for the business. I also provided additional information about my skill set, and then I didn't put my college education in there, didn't put certification in there. I did put my website on there, so any business owner can go to my website and check that out. Okay, so on this screen I did the account security, and so I had to verify my email, verify my phone number as a backup, so that just in case someone tries to hack my information, then they have to verify that they are me. Okay, so one thing that I do want to mention to you guys, this is something that is new. It says you're ready to start selling on Fiverr. $20 one-time payment for 3-month program. Fast track your success with Kickstart exclusive tools and resources. Guided onboarding, keyword research, AI generated gig feedback, 1 month free of course. ID verification, add your top clients, and more. I've never done this. Again, this is something that is new to me, but you do not have to do that. You can click, if you did want to do it, you can click on join now, but that's not something I would recommend, but it's completely up to you. But I just go here and click on create a gig. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to my old faithful gig title. Is what I would do for $5. So I will make telemarketing calls with a smile. Okay, so let's see. I will make your telemarketing calls with a smile. So that is the very first slogan that I used, or kind of thing that kind of popped out to people when I first started. But that's that's just me. And then I have my smiling face so they can see that. So for category, I am going to go here and select business, subcategory sales. Okay, suggested category virtual assistant. Well, let me see. So yes, let's do business, and then I'll leave it as virtual assistant. So choose who you offer services to. So I want to offer services to business, and then it says work model project, weekly assistance, weekly assistance. Do I want to do a monthly retainer? I've never done a monthly retainer before. What I've done is I've always had people to pay up front before I started the project. Because with Fiverr, they do pay up front, but in some instances, well, the money won't be released until then. But with other clients and things like that, I always try to get people to pay up front and not pay like 50% or anything like that. I usually have them pay all of it. Okay, and then industry, I'm gonna say, let's see, you do real estate, other, financial services. So it'll allow you to do 3 out of 3. Let me see if there's anything else on here. And some of this stuff has changed. All right, tag your gig with buzzwords that are relevant to services you offer. Use all 5 tags to get found. So let's put telemarketing, virtual assistant, if it's in here. Let's see. Okay, call center, cold calling. Let's do data entry. And I know data entry might not be as close, but it's close enough. Let's see. Let's do lead generation, and then we'll do sale leads. Now, I don't do lead generation, just being honest with you guys. Everyone that comes to me, they have to have their own leads, and the list has to be scrubbed. Assistant. Title can contain, oh, sorry, put a period there. Service type, calls, appointment setting, callbacks, cold call. I'm not going to do callbacks because I normally don't do callbacks. I can receive inbound calls if I decide to set that up. I'll go ahead and set it up this time. And let's see if it's gonna. Okay, so once you finish that information where you put in the pricing, now your overview, now you're going to go to pricing. You're going to have 3 different options that you can do. You can do your basic, your standard, and premium. So normally what I do, just so you guys know I have my own business, and I know that I can charge whatever I want when I'm doing business. I normally start out with a flat rate of 15 as a telemarketer. Of course, people make way more money than that. But 15 is like a very minimal base amount. And I do that because I can charge if I could put a dollar amount to each call that I make. So I may say, depending on how many calls, I can say 50 cents per call. But normally I just attract people with that $15 amount, if that makes sense. So, if you're starting out and it's something new for you, I would say, start your base off at 15, but if you decide you want to go higher than that, you can, but just keep in mind there are so many other people out there that are competing. So once you talk to the business owner, you have the option to set your price at whatever it is, based on the amount of calls that you have. So say if you have a list of 1,000 and you want to give that person a break on how much you charge. So say if you wanted to do $1 per call, and you wanted to say, okay, I'll give you, instead of doing that $1 for each, call, you would say, okay, I'll break it down to maybe 75 cents per call. But again, it depends on the list. But again, my ballpark is to start out is 15. That's just the base, but that is not the final amount because I calculate it based on each project, depending on what the person is asking for, depending on how long their script is, depending on, multiple different factors. If I have to purchase a phone or if I'm using their phone. Usually I use their phone. But sometimes I will, get my own phone and start making calls. But again, that's another fee that you have to calculate into the amount. So hopefully that part is helpful. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and set up my packages so that you guys can see. Okay, so guys, basically this is what it looks like when you put the information in. So on my calls, I just said basic phone calls and emails, phone calls, emails, and follow-ups. Again, normally I don't do follow-ups, but this time I decided I'm just going to click on follow-ups and see what happens. So I just said I will make 10 calls for $5. I will make 10 calls and send 5 emails for $10. I will make 10 calls and send 5 emails and complete 1 follow-up. That's 1 follow-up per call for $15. So again, this is just basic to attract people to my services. And then once, they're attracted to it, then I can move forward. This is 1-day delivery. Select the number of messages. I don't normally leave messages unless I'm talking to someone or if there is like a short voicemail message. But I'm going to select 10 here. And then hours worked, it will not take me that long to make 10 phone calls, probably like 10-15 minutes at the most. Okay, and then down at the bottom, I selected appointment setting. I hit select summary report. So normally I provide my buyer with a spreadsheet or either recorded calls that they have so they can, look back at their reports and figure out who I contacted, what they stated, and go from there. Okay, so it says price down here, and as you notice, I took the price from up here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm sorry, 5, 10, 15. All right, then you have your basic additional messages. So if I wanted to leave messages, I just $5 standard. No, I didn't put the standard in the premium. Okay, additional hours. This is what I would charge for additional hours. This would be additional days. And then you have the extra fast service. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Well, hold on. Let's see. Additional messages. So we'll say, no. 30 calls. I'm just going to put 60. I'll put 30. All right. And then select save standard. I don't think this is going to let me, but let's see. Gig delivery. put 2 days here. Alright, then you just save and click continue. So normally I already have this written out, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to use AI, which is ChatGPT, and I'm going to get them to help me to write this description. And so guys, again, normally I would write this out, but I'm not doing it now. It is almost 12 a.m. in the morning and my brain can't function right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go through ChatGPT and get them to help me write this. Okay, so I'm on ChatGPT and I stated I need to write a brief gig description for Fiverr to offer call center and telemarketing services. So I'm going to hit enter. And then here's what it says. So, need an expert call center and telemarketing support? Look no further. I offer top-notch, reliable, and efficient services to help you reach your business goals. Whether you need inbound support, outbound calls, lead generation, which I do not do lead generation, guys, again, customer follow-ups or appointment settings, I've got you covered. So when I do this, okay, I'm going to copy this. When I do this, I am going to take that part out. So I do not do lead generation. That is not something I offer. What I offer: inbound call handling, professional and courteous support for customers, outbound telemarketing. I usually, again, don't provide inbound, but we're going to try inbound. Effective call center, cold calling. And when I say lead generation is like if I'm providing the leads. When it comes to cold calling, I call, I dial. And if I don't get anyone, I either leave a message or I ask the customer if they want to not leave a message. So their option. Okay, so appointment setting, schedule meetings, and manage calendar. I do some appointment setting, but I don't manage calendars. Okay, customer follow-ups, build and maintain customers strong. Again, I don't do follow-ups as much, but I will add that in there and I'll update that. Sales and marketing campaign, drive sales and grow your business. Okay, why choose me? Experienced professional, proven track record, call center and telemarketing role, custom solution, tailored strategies to meet your unique needs, high quality service, focus on delivering results and exceptional customer care. Let's work together to boost your business. Contact me today to get started. I'm going to take this part out because that doesn't sound like me. Alright, so guys, I am going to go ahead and kind of tweak this and then I'll be back. Okay, so this was the script before and this is the script now, so you guys can see. So I left the what do I offer, what I offer and why choose me, and then down at the bottom I am going to say call script and leads must be provided. And I'm going to bold that and highlight it. And then all call lists must be scrubbed against do not call database. Alright, so after that, I'm not going to do the frequently asked questions. Okay, so it says if you're ordering for a business, what's your industry? Is the art a part of a bigger project we're working on? And that's pretty much Must add at least one requirement. Let's see. Okay, so once I did the requirements, now it is time for me to add my photo. I'm just going to go to my desktop and pull my photo from there. And let's see. I don't know which one is which, so give me a moment. Okay, so if you got a chance to go to my website, you'll see that this is just one of the images that I have there. I don't have a video and I don't have any additional documents, so I'm just going to click save and continue. Okay, so once you put in that information, then it's going to ask you if you're in the US, if you want to complete the W-9, you're just going to click save and continue. So now it's going to come up, it's going to ask you if you're an individual or a company. I am a company. Okay, so as you can see, my gig is live. I'm going to go back in and update this because I don't want it to say, well, I could leave it at 5, but I don't want it to say 5, but I wanted to show you guys how you can get started with Fiverr. Okay, so that's basically the gist of what everything looks like. So guys, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.